Right guys, back with another video. Currently sat in traffic. Great. Today's video we're talking about Eonon head units again, but we are talking about what's in this box. In this box is the fascia section, no wiring, of a refurbished Eonon VWA12S. So it's not the 6G, it's just the S. This has been sent to me by a subscriber who contacted me. I don't think he was a subscriber before, but he contacted me on Messenger. What's the best head unit I should get? Obviously I said the Eonon VWA12S6G or the S. And he came back to me and said, well, they've got one on their website that's a refurbished unit. £100, I think it was £100 cheaper than the actual price of a unit. So obviously people do decide they don't want these units and they send them back to Eonon. I was, yeah, go for it. Obviously discount code still applies as well on the refurbished units, so he took advantage of that. I think he paid, it was £189 sterling, so whatever that is in Swedish krona, I'm not too sure. So he's all excited. Yep, got a new head unit coming. I talked him through everything I talk people through. Yes, it all works with steering controls, everything like that. And day of arrival, get a message from him, head unit's here. He then gets it out the box and send me some pictures of the laid out on the table before he's put it into the car. He then says, right, I'm going to go and install it. Goes and installs it in the car. Messages me within 15 minutes of showing me these pictures and then install it in the car. Is it supposed to come on? I thought, well, yeah, but you need to turn your ignition on first. You can't just press the power button and it will come on. No, it's not working. Which confused me, confused him. And so we started talking back and forth. Check the wiring, check this, check that, make sure you've got everything plugged in properly. And he'd done all that. I checked over all the wiring in the pictures. Everything looked fine. Then he pointed out that one of the wires had been cut, which is one of the main power wires on the harness. Yeah, this is the one from the VWA12. But these wires are different. I think it's this red one had been cut. No, it was a red one, but that red one's, that's not even a power one. The yellow one's power. Or it might have been the red one to this. Could have been that red one in there. That's CANbus. I'm not sure. But one of the wires had been cut and frayed back. Like it had been connected to something else. And I said, well, just put them together, see if it works. Still didn't work. Right, multimeter. Test the wiring with a multimeter. And he was getting voltage through the harness and to the CANbus box, but it still wouldn't power the head unit. So he contacted Eonon, and Eonon at first said, okay, we'll send you out a refurbished VWA13. I was like, tell him no, you want a brand new 6G in replacement for this one. In the end we got there. So he has a VWA12 6G being sent on to him, which is going to be delivered on Tuesday. Today is Saturday, and I received this in the post today from Sweden. It's cost me £20. I'm running a risk on this one to find out what the issue is. So £20 postage from Sweden. He posted it on Tuesday, 5 days ago. Yeah, Tuesday he posted it to me, and it's arrived. So this is what's in the box. Just the fascia, because the wiring, there's no point me having the wiring because I've already got the wiring in the car. So I'm going to plug this in and see what happens. You see, it's still got the protective screen on it. I'm going to plug this in and see what happens. I have a suspicion that it's, one, I've wasted 20 quid. Two, one of the cables inside here isn't connected to the power port. Or three, the wiring harness he had was just, something was wrong with it. So I'm going to pause the video here a moment. I'm going to take out my unit and put this one in. Right, just so you can see, this is my unit with the anti-glare on. This is the new unit, refurbished unit, no anti-glare. So let's get this one out. Right, that's my unit out. I'll plug this one back in and see what happens. In fact, I'll do this. Get these plugged in off camera, just 1 second. Right, that's all plugged back in. I haven't got the GPS because my GPS is stuck on the top of this one. Not that really matters, we don't know whether it works or not. So slide this back home and see what happens. Right, that is now back home. So yeah, just to highlight, Pontus is receiving a brand new unit. I think he's had to pay an extra 40 euros. Yeah, he paid an extra, I think it's 40 euros to upgrade from a refurbished to this, which is still, he's still making a saving on a brand new unit. Right, let's turn the ignition on. Oh, he didn't have that. He didn't have that. This unit's working. I got it around my mouth. This unit's working. So it must have been the wiring harness, but we ran tests on that and he was getting voltage through the wiring. That's working. That's not right. CarLink. Why is CarLink on there? And DVD. Somebody's been TikTok, TomTom Go. Somebody's had this working, and they've installed apps onto it. So what have they done that's made them want to return it? And I wouldn't be surprised if that's on there. That's on this. Obviously hasn't been factory reset. So if I go onto Play Store, which I'm gonna have to connect all my Wi-Fi and stuff for, but I bet if I, where is Play Store? Am I being stupid? Yeah, Play Store, yeah, I am being stupid. I bet if I go into Play Store, it'll still have, whoever had this head unit, it will have their information. Whenever you're dealing with head units and sending stuff back, always wipe, do a factory reset on them. Yeah, Facebook's on here. Oh, got his Facebook account. Oh. Right. I'm going to connect up Wi-Fi. And I'm obviously going to have to run this unit for a few days to see if I find any issues with it as to why it's not, why it would have been sent back. I've got a VWA12S6G for 20 quid, and Pontus has got a brand new unit being sent to him. Only problem I've got is I haven't got any wiring. That's basically, I need another wiring harness, and I know for a fact that this one back here for the VWA12 isn't the same wiring harness, I don't think. But I'm giving away the A12 anyway. Right, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. I'm just going to connect this all up to the internet and stuff and see what's going on. Right, as I suspected, yeah, It needs a factory reset. I don't know why CARbus links on there. Android Auto's working, as you've just seen, but it's still signed into his Facebook. It's still signed into his Google Play Store. I know who this guy, well, I know this guy's name. I could hack his system. I could hack his Facebook. I could download stuff off his Play Store, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to factory reset this, and then I'm going to run it for a few days to see if I can find what the problem is, because it all seems to be working. I mean, just about machine. Let's just check this is. So we're still running Android 12, so I'm going to have to update it to Android 13. And it is, it's the 4 gig. Zoom in, focus. It's the 4 gig one. So, is it under system? This is a newer one because it's got the check for updates already there. So if I check for updates now, it's going to download Android 13. I want to do a factory reset though. Erase. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to blur that out, aren't I? Erase all data. Erase all data. Right, that's doing a factory reset. Right, that's doing a factory reset. Like I say, I'm going to run this for a few days, see if I can find any issues. But I've got to get off to work now. So why did he send it back? Why did he cut up the wires? It's just yeah, it's just doing the reset there. So yeah, why did he send it back? It got logged into stuff, so it's not like he just went, oh, I don't like it. He'd used the head unit to see, I don't know, and then cut these wires up for some reason. Very strange. Right, I'll finish this video off when I've had a play with this unit and see if I find any faults. I guess I'm going to have to try and ask Eonon if they will send me a packet of harnesses for this unit specifically so that it's actually usable. I'll be back with you in a few days. Well, 24 hours maybe. Right, we aren't 24 hours later yet. We're only a few hours later, but I don't know why he's led him to cut up the wires, but I think I've found what the fault is. So we're on that. If I go into reverse screen displays, if I come out of reverse, excuse the mess on the floor, it doesn't come out of reverse. I can tap this one and go to my front camera, but it will not come out of reverse. I can't do anything on this screen. The only way I can get it out of reverse, see, we're out of reverse here. If I turn the ignition off, it wasn't even fully off, then it goes back to the normal screen. Now, is there a CANbus update? I've got two, where have I got them? I've got 2 memory cards here. One, I think, has got a CANbus update on it. Did I do a CANbus? I didn't do a CANbus update. They're both, no, ignore those. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the update to Android 13. See if that clears the problem. If that doesn't clear the problem, I know it's not my CANbus box that's in there that's causing the issue, because it works fine on my other unit. So I'm going to update this to Android 13 and see if that doesn't. I know there is a CANbus update file somewhere on the Eonon site, so I might have to get that and do a CANbus update. But I'm going to get this to Android 13 and we'll see what happens after that. Right, so we're now back with a new day. Right, so I have, just spin you around. I have updated to Android 13, but this issue still persists with this reverse. So if I go to reverse, it displays reverse. Come out of reverse, you go out of reverse, That's staying there. Get off my bonnet. Fuck. Back in a moment. Right, so that's, I'm out of gear, steering reverse. But what I've found is if I drive forwards, it's not doing it now. What it was doing, it was flicking out of reverse. Let's just move up here. Right. Just go back out of this. Right, we'll turn the engine back on. That's front camera now. That's right, reverse. It's in reverse. Come out of reverse. First gear, drive forwards. Still not doing it. But anyway, I found what the issue is. We'll go back into reverse, back up a little bit. So, I'm going to have to turn the ignition off now. Let's get back to the normal screen. So it's like, it must be a CANbus issue. So I changed to this CANbus box on this one. Yeah, it's gone back. And it's still doing the same. So what I've discovered is, if I go into settings and go to car, and come down to extra factory settings, 1, 2, 6, okay. Come across here to CANbus. This is set to type 2. If I put that to 0, apply, exit, let it reboot. I'm going to pause this while it reboots. So there we go, I've got Android 13 on the screen. Let's just let this boot up. Right, so I've changed that to 0. If I go to reverse now, we've got reverse camera. If I come out of reverse into neutral, it's flicking straight to the front camera as I've got it set up. So, was that the issue? Was that the issue that caused him to hack up all of his wires? Had he been playing with the CANbus system and that's what caused the issue? But I've got no other issues with this head unit. It is all working fine on my wiring harness. So, moral of the story, 1, don't mess around with things that you don't know what they're doing. And 2, I'd recommend not buying refurbished units from Eonon because of little things like this. Obviously, it hasn't been quality control checked. It hasn't been fully factory wiped. I've got the information of the guy on there, although I haven't now because I've done a factory reset. But there are no issues with this head unit. It's caused a lot of headache for Pontus. It's caused a lot of headache for me. It's caused financial issues for Eonon because they're now having to send him out a new unit. But he's happy, I am happy. I've now got a second unit that works, but I haven't got a wiring harness, but I'll get that addressed. So I'm going to leave this video here. Nothing wrong with this unit. It was the wiring harness that he'd cut up and done something wrong to it. So like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you all in the next one.